Hey guys, sorry I didn't upload a video yesterday. I had some personal problems going on, but I decided not to let that affect me trying to improve myself. So here I am, day 6 of the 30-day yoga challenge. We're gonna work on our core today, so let's get it done.
And this. Hi everyone, and welcome to Dedicate Your 30-Day Yoga Journey. It's day 6, and per tradition, on day 6, we're spiraling all the way back inward towards our core. Let's get started. Okay, pals, let's begin today's practice on all fours. So come on down to the ground. Right away, start to take some nice, refreshing breaths. Set yourself up by spreading the fingertips wide, paying attention to your toes, right? God is in the details. Or the devil, just depending on your mood. Just paying attention to these details as we set up for our session today. Feeling that hand-to-earth connection, feeling that foot-to-earth connection. Giving thanks that you have made this choice to spend some time with yourself, with your body, with your breath. Let's rock and roll. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Cow pose. Feel a long puppy belly here, stretching as you breathe in and out. Pause here. And when you're ready, use an exhale to take it all the way up, navel, drawing all the way up to the spine. I was going to say driving, drawing or driving, all the way up. Pause here, feel the skin in the back stretch. And then with the breath, here we go. Inhale, open the chest, upper arm bone, rotate out here. Smile. And then exhale, round through, massaging the internal organs as you draw everything up and in, squeeze, 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 pressing into your foundation. One more, inhale. Soft bend in the elbows here. And exhale, rounding through, claw through your fingertips. Little to no pressure in the base of the palm, the wrists. Sweet, then inhale to a neutral spine, your tabletop. And again, just a reminder, we keep a soft bend in the elbows here. And we're honoring the natural curvature of the spine, but the feeling is of a straight line from the crown to the tail. And we're going to support that by drawing, hugging the low ribs up and in. And it almost feels like you're sucking in, but we're not actually sucking and creating tension in the belly. Think of it as like hugging muscle to bone. We're energetically drawing up, up, up and in, creating this hollow body through the front, or this feeling of a hollow body. And as we draw the navel up and in, you might feel the low back begin to lengthen. So it's pretty typical to kind of find this tilt in the pelvis. See if you can find the low back to lengthen. And when we get on our backs, we'll play with this too, and we can feel it a little bit better. Okie doke. So maintaining this nice length in the back of the neck, you'll send your gaze down as you curl the toes under. So we're going to try to move with breath. Today's practice is nice and swift. So give it your best shot. Try to stay present and think loving thoughts, right? Be kind to yourself. Here we go. Soft bend in the elbows. Press away from your yoga mat. So everything's already turned on. Hey-o, right? So I'm not muscling really into it, but everything's already turned on. And I'm going to lift the knees and let them part. So my bones are stacked. I have this rotation in my shoulder. I begin to work, and as my body is asked to work a little harder to support myself, I'm going to use my breath to do just that. The breath supports the movement. The movement is a response to the breath. Working as one. We're here for 3, 2. Feel that prana, that shake. Moving things around. Yes. And then a slow release. Let's send the hips back. Keep the toes curled under, a little yoga for the feet. You're gonna walk the hands all the way up under the thighs, and you sit back, stack head over heart, heart over pelvis. And I'd like to invite you to do your best to really push down through your pinky toes. If you have pinky toes, really reach down towards the last toe and lift up through the heart. So chances are it may not touch the ground, but just be intention of awareness. If you want, you can take a couple of moments here to do some wrist circle, or my favorite, thriller arms. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If this is too much for you, just go a little bit at a time. I remember when I first did this, and I even had dance training, I couldn't believe how tight my feet were. So again, kind, loving thoughts. Accept where you are today, do your best. Okay, here we go, diving in for more, back to all fours. Let's uncurl the toes this time. Find that rotation in your shoulders, connection to center, to core, navel draws up and in. Inhale in, exhale, pressing into the tops of the feet this time, clawing through the fingertips, lift the knees, let them up. Find a softness, find that sukha, that ease, that effortlessness. All right, you're doing awesome. You're here for 3. Keep breathing 2, and on the 1, slowly lower. Awesome. Bring the 2 big toes together, knees as wide as the mat. Send it back, nice and easy. Reach the fingertips, nice active arms here as you reach towards the front edge of your mat. Feel the front body stretch as you melt your heart down. You take 3 nice full breaths here, spiraling in towards what matters most today. So in other words, give your thinking mind a break. Let your body intelligence take the head seat at the table. All right, inhale to look forward, exhale to come all the way up, back to our tabletop position. You're doing awesome. After this, we're gonna come onto our backs, so keep clawing into the fingertips. If you need to take a break on the wrists at any time, please do, but don't write yourself off. A lot of times I hear, oh, I have weak wrists. Say that 5 times. Weak wrists, that might be the case, totally cool, but they don't have to stay that way. We can work mindfully a little bit day by day to explore what's going on in the wrists and the forearms and the connection to the rest of the body, and take some of the pressure off your wrists so that one day you can say, my wrists feel good. Thank you, angels. Okay. So here we are on all fours. Let's meet back here. You're like, I've been here, dude, I'm ready. Okay, we're gonna curl the toes under. Keep the left toes curled under. You're gonna kick the right foot out long. Okay, breathe in here. Check it out. Inhale in, press away from your yoga mat. This is a challenge. Exhale, lift your left knee, let it hover. Whoa. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. And on the 1, slowly release. That's just happened. Let's do the other side. Tabletop position, curl both toes under. Nice wide base for your arms. So if we're here, this is going to put some pressure on the wrist. Get your wrist right underneath your shoulder. Claw through the fingertips, you got this. Really engage index finger and thumb. Inhale in. Exhale, press away from the yoga mat. Send your left foot out long. Engage the belly. We got it. Stay positive, playful. Inhale in. Exhale, lift the right knee, let it hover. Full body strengthener, lengthening through the crown. Keep the forehead soft. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Awesome work. Come on. Off the wrist. Come on to your heels. Take a second to rotate the wrist one way and the other. All right. Once more, and then we're going to flip it. So this time, I'm going to invite you to come to the front edge of your mat. So bring your hands all the way to the top of your mat. Upper arm bones rotate out. We go through our checklist, curl the toes under. And if this is too much for you, you can work on any of the stages that we did thus far. So you can do both knees, hovering. You can maybe just do the one leg, engaging the belly here. Plenty, plenty. When you're ready, let's kick the right leg out, dial the right toes down. Engage. Lower belly and upper abdominals coming in to kiss in the center of your being. Right in that 3rd chakra point. This is the I am chakra. This is, I always say it's like the Beyonce chakra. It's just, it's all about self-confidence, self-worth, self-care. So here we go. Inhale in, let's be brave. Exhale, lift the left knee, let it hover. You're here for 3, nice, long, beautiful neck. Hold on to that dunda. 2, and on the 1, check it out. You're gonna ground through the left heel and slowly lift up to a 3-legged dog. No need to kick the right leg really high. Keep the hips nice and square. Wow. Inhale in, exhale, lower the right foot down. Downward facing dog, pedal it out. And then slow descend of the knees back down to the earth. Right into the next side. Try to control your breath. You're doing great. Curl the toes under. Reset. When you're ready, inhale in. Press away from the yoga. Exhale. And then let's kick that left leg out. Find your alignment. Engage through your center. So we're not just doing this to like test you or throw you off your groove or to get you frustrated, but so that you can really practice. Remember, this is all about the practice. Practice really engaging your center. We can do 100 crunches, but if we don't have the practice of integrating, then it's kind of, it's just maybe working along the surface instead of going back different layers of the onion. Here we go. Inhale. As you're ready, exhale, lift the right knee, let it hover. Hold on to your focus. You got this. Breathe. Beautiful. Now here we go, grounding through the right heel, slowly lifting it up, moving from your center, 3-legged dog. Whew. Change the perspective. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the left foot down. Downward facing dog. Take a breath here in. Soft bend in the knees as you take your sternum towards your feet. Good. Slow descend of the knees down. Swing your legs to one side, any side. Come on through to a seat. Awesome work. Okay. So I meant what I said about the wrists. You have to be kind. I even, and I speak from my own experience. When I first started yoga, I was like, I love the yoga practice, but, I have really weak wrists. And if you do, you're in the process of healing an injury, and I don't want to stomp on that or take away any truth from anyone who has weak wrists, but just wanting to sprinkle a little light and love on the fact that maybe the wrists just need some tending to, and maybe they're not used to carrying all this weight. So, yeah, of course they're going to feel pretty weak if we start doing a bunch of markets. So stick with me. Okie doke. So here we go. We're going to interlace the fingertips behind the thighs, or you can also just grab your thighs here, or maybe a bind clasping opposite wrist. We're going to loop the shoulders. We're going to slowly come onto the toes and just lean back just a bit. Don't panic. Forget what you think you know about yoga here. Just focus on going on a little ride, on the experience. Don't worry about bow pose, any of that. Just trust. Breathing, moving from center. From here, we're going to just lift the shins parallel to the ceiling. Just test it out. And if you're like, you know what, Adrienne, that's just a little bit too much, I might bring the toes down. So we're here, breathing deep, breathing into the belly. And then there's an option here to fix your bum. No, there's an option here to send your fingertips out, or you can keep with the fingertips interlaced behind. So either here or here. Let's go palm face up so you can find a nice opening. And we're breathing. We're starting to cultivate a little warmth, a little tapas. We're here for 3, 2, and on the 1, option to straighten the legs. There's just an option. 1. Great. Come back. Give yourself a big hug. This is one of my favorite yoga postures, a really advanced ancient yoga posture. You're just going to give yourself a hug by bringing your hands behind your thighs and allowing your head to round over. Close your eyes. Feel your breath. So just as important as working your core is doing the work to stay centered, spiral inward. More on that in the daily email. Let's get back to practice. Here we go. Blossoming open. We're going to come onto our backs and we're going to finish this puppy out. We're going to come all the way to the back. Give yourself a big hug on your back to start so you can feel your low back really flush with the mat. Maybe claw your shoulder blades down just a bit. I like the image of a bear like massaging their back on a tree. Great, then from here, I'm going to bring my knees just over the hip points. Shins again parallel to the sky. Now, if we haven't been working with the core on a regular basis, I'm going to invite you to actually bring your knees a little bit further up. So you're going to be the one in charge of tending to the low back here, and that really is your priority. So keeping low back flush, you can bring your hands to your belly to even feel how the muscles of the abdominal wall automatically turn on and engage when you bring the lower back flush to the mat. Scoop the tailbone up towards the sky, and then in time, you challenge yourself once you start to turn on these muscles more, which we'll do together as well. You'll be able to slowly find more space here and engage, which turn on lower belly muscles. Okay, so but let's protect the back. Let's start by being mindful. So you can bring the knees in a little bit more if you need. Just test this out while I chat here. You can just find what feels good for you today. And then when you feel like you have your spot, that's when you'll interlace the fingertips, bring them behind the head. Elbows nice and wide here. We're going to avoid the elbows coming in and the crunch today. In fact, we're going to maintain this beautiful danda, this stick or this image of a staff from the crown to the tail as we inhale in and exhale, lift up. So you can peek at me if you need to, but notice I'm not crunching in here, I'm not creating any tension. I'm staying nice and long, and my gaze is up and back kind of towards my third eye. Elbows nice and wide, lighting a little fire, little candle. Bringing on that inner fire. I'm really refraining from singing like 10 songs that involve the word fire. Tell us your favorite fire song down below in the comments after class. Okay, we're here for 3. Keep scooping the tailbone up, belly engaged by drawing the navel down, protecting that low back. We're here for 3, 2, and on the 1, lower and release. Take your hands to your knees. You're going to draw big circles, but check it out. We're going to go in, around, opening the hips, and then back. In, up, around, back. Cool, second set, we'll bring it back, find your setup, interlace the fingertips, bring them behind the head. Now we're going to move with the breath, integrating the flow, just like yesterday, synchronizing breath with movement, mirroring the movement of the breath. So inhale in here, elbows wide, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Now keep it going. Each time you exhale, we feel that contraction in the center of our being. Of course, engaging the upper abdominals and the lower abdominals, kissing together in the center. And to challenge yourself, you can try to keep the elbows wide as can be while lifting more of your shoulder up off the ground. Find your breath. Keep it going. Soften the skin of the feet. Do 3 more. And then lower and release. Same thing, palms come to the kneecaps. We send the knees all the way out, and then around and around. Big circles. Soften the feet, soften the ankles. Cool, and bring it all the way in. Set up once again, interlace the fingertips, bring them behind the head, lower back nice and flush. So you're working hard here already. Inhale in, exhale, lift. Inhale in again, check it out. Exhale, right elbow over towards the left side of your mat. So you're going to try to lift your right shoulder up to center. So we're not trying to touch elbow to knee yet, but rather thinking of lifting this right shoulder right to your heart center. Yes, then inhale to come back to center. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Keep it going. And then if you want to add extension of opposite leg, let's go ahead and do it. Extending opposite leg, still finding that center momentum. And twisting as you breathe out. stick with it. You got this. Focus on synchronizing with your breath. Keep it going. You're doing awesome. If you've taken a break, come on back in for this last round, evening it out. We got this. One more round on each side. Awesome work. Then we'll release. This time, bring the feet to the ground. Feet as wide as your yoga mat. You're going to allow the knees to fall into center. And take your hands to your belly and do a clap and circle. Just notice the thoughts that come up here, particularly when we tend to work on the muscles in the center of our being, this area of the body that we're constantly sucking in, zipping up, hiding, or perhaps just not nurturing it in the way that I believe this our body deserves. The stomach does so much for us, and we kind of treat it, oh crap. So, I know this can be a little vulnerable, but just take a second as you feel your hands on your belly for the warmth of your hands. Close your eyes and inhale lots of love in. And exhale lots of love out. Sweet. Almost done. You're doing great. Let's kick the legs up towards the sky. You're doing awesome. If the legs don't straighten, who cares? Just bend the knees. All good. Scoop the tailbone up. And this time we're going to reach the fingertips towards the outer edges of the feet. Thumbs back, pinkies forward. Inhale in, smile. Exhale to lift. Not crunching here, but keeping the neck nice and long. Baby pulses. You got it. Flex your toes toward your face. You're doing awesome. Now take both hands over towards the left. Hold Simba over a cliff here. You got it. Scooping the tailbone up. Baby pulses. Soften the skin of the face. Now take Simba all the way up through center, over towards the right. Now all the way to center. Check it out. Try to reach up, touch your toes, and then slowly release. Bend the knees. Happy baby. Grab the outer edges of the feet. Take the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Now there's opportunity here for a little point of contact with the elbows to the shins, to the inner shin. Relax the shoulders, lengthen tailbone towards the front edge of your mat. Kick the feet up high. Yes. Exhale to release. Awesome work. Okay, send the legs up. Fingertips reach up and behind. Inhale in. Exhale, slowly reach up towards your toes. Flex your feet toward your face. Inhale, point the toes, reach the fingertips back. Exhale, flex and reach. Keep it going. Once you find your groove, find your flow, you can experiment with lowering the legs as you reach the fingertips behind, but protect the lower back. You got it. Wherever you are, do 3 more. Release. Send the feet to the outer edges of your mat again. Knees come in, and we do a little closer forward. Awesome work. Really nice. Beautiful. Let your hands rest gently on the belly. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And slowly walk the feet in. Soles of the feet come together. Knees as wide as the mat. Supta Konasana. If you've met your appropriate edge today already, stay here. Restore. Enjoy. Let gravity do the work. Start to dream and drool, as one of my friends likes to say. I think you have one more in you. But really listen to your body because it's important. That's the yoga. So stay here, hands on the belly, or maybe one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Otherwise, we'll inhale in, exhale. We're going to lift the head, the neck, the shoulders, send the fingertips to the outer edges of the legs. Inhale in, exhale. You're going to tilt to one side, back and forth, engaging the abdominal wall, keeping the low back flush with the mat, back and forth for the obliques. Breathing deep, back and forth. Low abdominals and upper abdominals coming to kiss in the middle. Stick with it, and maybe send your gaze up towards the ceiling. And before you release, keep it going. We're here for 3, 2, on the 1, bring the palms together, namaste, and just reaching towards the front edge of your mat. Keep your eyes all the way up towards the sky. Baby pulses. Got it? Find your breath. This is our last bit. You got it? We're here for 3, 2, and on the 1. Release everything. Bring your hands to your belly. Feel the warmth that your body created here, and then let's join our friends with one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your heart space. Let everything go. Start to reach the tailbone towards your heels. Let your low back come up off the mat. Once again, allow everything to soften as you breathe in and breathe out. Inhaling lots of love in. Exhaling lots of love out. And when you're ready, take your fingertips and bring them to the outer edges of the legs. Close the legs, bring your knees together. Hug the knees up to the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Option to peel the nose up toward the knees. That feels right in your body. Otherwise, just soft easing. And then come on to your side, any side. Just pause here for a moment and feel what you have for yourself. The love that you have for others. We're getting strong and implementing more into our practice so that we can be available ourselves and others. So press on up when you're ready. Come to a nice, comfortable seat of your choice. Your body. Bring your hands together at the heart. When you're ready, inhale, thumbs to third eye. And we'll seal it by bowing and whispering, Namaste.
That was day 5. Called Core. Thanks for watching, y'all. See y'all tomorrow.